What is identity theft? One of the crimes that is increasing the quickest in America is identity theft. A dishonest person can use anyone's social security number to obtain further personal information about them. A person's social security number in good credit can be used by identity thieves to apply for more credit in the person's name. Then that person's credit will become harmed when the thief uses credit cards but fails to pay the bills afterwards. It is possible that you won't become aware that someone is using your social security number until you've been denied credit or start receiving calls from unidentified collectors asking for payments for things that you have never purchased. There are many different categories of identity theft, including medical, financial, familial, child, or criminal. When a thief obtains financial benefits like a credit card or utility services without the victim's knowledge, they have committed financial identity theft. When a thief obtains medical benefits like medical procedures or prescription medications by using another person's health insurance information without that person's knowledge, it is known as medical identity theft. When a person under the age of 18 has their personal information taken and exploited to get valuables, this is known as child identity theft. When a person under the age of 18 gets their identity stolen but does not become aware of it until they are 18 or older, this is known as adult child identity theft. As a result of being victimized, identity theft victims frequently suffer detrimental financial, physical, and emotional effects. When a person's parent is the offender, the emotional effects could be exacerbated. A child's identity can be used in a lot of the same ways an adult's identity is used. These include things such as getting a job, applying for credit, or preventing that person from getting arrested by using their own name. When a family member uses another family member's personal information without that person's permission to get anything of value, that is considered familial identity theft. If a family member takes and uses a related child's personal information for his or her own personal advantage, child identity theft can be a type of familial identity theft. Usually, when an account that has been made illegally is discovered, they have already been reported to collection agencies. This harms the victim's credit score. As a result, many adult child victims encounter difficulties obtaining loans and renting apartments as they grow older. Until the victim's credit record is free of false information, these denials will continue. What does an identity thief need to steal someone's identity? A thief only needs a person's social security number and their birth date. Most credit card companies do not cross-reference the social security number and the birth dates, so it can take a long time before people know their identity has been stolen. Some thieves will make up one or both of these numbers to steal someone's identity. How can a person find out if their identity has been stolen? A person might not find out that their identity has been stolen until the damage is already done. They may receive bills for things that they did not purchase, calls from debt collectors, or other pieces of mail. Checking a person's credit report and seeing charges that are unfamiliar can be a sign that their identity has been stolen. What should a person do if they find out their identity has been stolen? There are few laws in place to prevent and aid people who have experienced identity theft. 3 agencies can be used to check a person's credit report: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. If the person that checks their credit report sees items that are not from themselves, they can file to have those removed. Contact the fraud division, delete or block accounts, change PINs, logins, and passwords. Credit freezes and extended fraud warnings can stop future misuse of your personal information. A credit freeze stops a person's credit from being used at all. You can register for an account on identitytheft.gov while filing an online identity theft report. You may obtain pre-written letters that you can send to creditors to settle accounts. You could convince businesses that someone stole your identity by providing them with that identity theft report. The report assists you in resolving issues brought on by the identity theft. You have the right to have false information removed from your credit report if your identity is stolen. We refer to this as blocking. Once the information has been blocked, it won't appear on your credit report, and businesses won't be able to pursue you for this debt. To reduce the possibility of child identity theft, it is frequently the parent's responsibility to freeze the child's credit or take other precautions. Parents who are the perpetrators will often not freeze the accounts that they are using for their benefit. A child's identity is typically taken by someone who has access to the child's personal information, such as his or her social security number and birth certificate. How to avoid getting your identity stolen. Do not share your social security number unless it is necessary. You should not carry or display any information that contains your social security number or birth date.